Tonight in our main event, the Rage Television Championship on the line. T-Dog Tomasio, the reigning champion, defending against Jinder Mahal, the modern-day Maharaja, in his first championship challenge in RWL in over a year. Well, in the last year or so, Jinder Mahal, the modern-day Maharaja, has certainly made an impact, but hasn't had too many title opportunities. Tonight being one of his first, an attempt at the Rage Television title against T-Dog Tomasio. I felt this was a terrific main event. Jinder Mahal certainly has the potential to pull an upset win on T-Dog, but at the same time, ever since T-Dog got a hold of the Rage Television title, nobody's been able to take it from him. It's all a question of whether or not Jinder Mahal is hungry enough. Well, Jinder has accrued a fairly decent win-loss record, so the potential, as you point out, is certainly there.
Tonight's Rage main event, scheduled for one fall, with a 15-minute time limit, is for the Rage Television Championship. Introducing the challenger, from the Punjab in India, weighing 234 pounds, he is the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
The modern-day Maharaja looking very, very focused.
His opponent, representing the Ferrantino group, from parts unknown, weighing 235 pounds, the RWL Rage Television Champion, T-Dog Tomasio.
Well, since winning the Rage Television title last year, T-Dog Tomasio has defended it over a dozen times successfully, but tonight's going to be a real challenge against Jinder Mahal, who does have the potential to become the next Rage Television champion. Charles Lucera displaying the Rage TV title, and this match just about to get underway. The modern-day Maharaja ready to go, likewise T-Dog Tomasio. Charles Lucera sounds the bell. Mahal charges, there's a knee taking Tomasio down to the canvas. T-Dog slammed head first into the mat by Jinder Mahal, misses with the stomp. T-Dog with a rolling elbow. The Dogster catches another kick from Jinder. Tomasio locks up Mahal, sets it up. Whoa! Spinning neckbreaker, dead center ring. Look at this little fancy work right there. Whoa! What a clothesline from the Dogster. T-Dog Tomasio firing on all cylinders right out of the gate, up on the top turnbuckle. Jinder Mahal making his way to a standing position. Here comes the Dogster. There's an elbow right across the top of the head of Jinder Mahal. The modern-day Maharaja catches a fist drop from the Dogster. T-Dog Tomasio administering a serious beating here to the modern-day Maharaja as he snaps the arm on Jinder Mahal. Mahal rounded back up, counters with a shot to the midsection from the Dogster, locks it up with T-Dog Tomasio, whips him to the corner. Jinder Mahal charges and drives a shoulder into the midsection of T-Dog. T-Dog counters with a boot to the face, gets himself up out of the corner. A drop kick fails to find the mark, but a kick does, and there's a nice suplex with a pin. Let's see how this goes. 1, 2, but no, Jinder Mahal getting the shoulder up, a near fall in this Rage television title match. A beautiful arm drag from T-Dog Tomasio. Jinder Mahal rolls to the outside, the Dogster. Oh my, over the top rope, a beautiful flip taking Jinder Mahal down on the outside. He fails to connect with the jumping neck breaker. T-Dog Tomasio with a jab, but quickly countered by Jinder. Jinder Mahal has him up over the shoulders. T-Dog Tomasio quickly counters. Jinder Mahal counters. A clothesline takes the Dogster down to the floor. Jinder Mahal with a couple of chops. A right, a left, a right, a double throat chop, putting Tomasio up against the lip of the apron. Jinder Mahal with a rising knee takes Tomasio down to the floor. There's a stomp to the midsection. Referee Charles Lucera continuing to count. There's a set of hard right hands to the back of the head of the Dogster. Jinder Mahal gathers him back up again. Rolls the Dogster back inside the ring. Jinder Mahal taking a moment to get some adoration from the fans. The Dogster crashes and burns on the high-risk maneuver. He could have broken his legs. T-Dog Tomasio gets back inside the ring. Jinder Mahal waiting right there for him. One arm slams him face first into the canvas. Goes for the pin and hooks the leg. 1, but no, not even. Whoa. T-Dog Tomasio quickly getting that shoulder up. The Dogster gets a hold on the modern-day Maharaja. Hard whip to the ropes. Goes behind on a beautiful suplex from the Dogster. T-Dog Tomasio with a jab, a chop, a kick, and a spin kick, taking the modern-day Maharaja down to the canvas again. T-Dog Tomasio snapping the leg on Mahal not once but twice. T-Dog quickly making his way to the top turnbuckle here. Jinder Mahal laid out near center. There's a leg drop right across the chest of the modern-day Maharaja. The Dogster covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, but no, Jinder Mahal getting the left shoulder up. T-Dog Tomasio has to start all over again. Rounds up the modern-day Maharaja. Hard right spins him around. He goes behind on him, and there's a sleeper hold. And T-Dog certainly got it locked in. Referee Charles Lucera checking on Jinder Mahal. He's in trouble. He's going to have to get himself out of this situation, and he does. There's a jawbreaker disengaging the hold, and T-Dog from Jinder Mahal. Jinder locks up with Tomasio. Has him up over the shoulders. Takes a walk to the corner. Drops him headfirst into the turnbuckle. A stomp to the midsection from Mahal. Now a set of hard lefts to the back of the head of the Dogster. Jinder Mahal, well aware opportunities for the Rage television title aren't going to come along every day, and he's got to make hay while the sun shines. T-Dog Tomasio dragged towards center ring. And he's setting it up for the clutch. Jinder goes for it, but T-Dog slips out the back door, delivers a kick to the back of the knee and a drop kick to the back, taking Jinder Mahal down to the canvas. T-Dog Tomasio avoiding Jinder Mahal's finisher. Catches a shot to the midsection. Counters with a kick to the midsection. Locks up Jinder Mahal. Whips him into the corner. There's a forearm right to the face. Jinder Mahal whipped out of the corner. T-Dog goes behind, tags him with a shot to the back, whips him to the opposing corner, and does it one more time. Jinder Mahal whipped out. T-Dog Tomasio with a headlock punch to the modern-day Maharaja. Down he goes. A rolling elbow across the back. Jinder Mahal using the ropes to get himself stood up again. T-Dog Tomasio standing right there. He charges clothesline over the top rope. Out onto the floor goes the modern-day Maharaja. Here comes T-Dog Tomasio right after him. And a whoa slam. Jinder Mahal's head right into the floor. The referee already counting. Jinder Mahal counters T-Dog with a dragon screw. Jinder Mahal rounds up the Dogster. There's an elbow. There's a left. There's another elbow. There's another left. There's a kick to the midsection and a kick right to the face, taking the Dogster down to the canvas as Jinder Mahal locks in a heel hook stretch on the outside with the referee continuing to count. Again, the Rage Television Championship on the line in this matchup, and T-Dog Tomasio having his share of problems on the outside. Jinder Mahal with a couple of elbows, a couple of kicks, gets a hold of the Dogster, has him up for the long vertical suplex and nails it. T-Dog Tomasio in big trouble on the outside as Jinder gathers him up again. A chop, a right, up over the shoulder into a spine buster on the floor. T-Dog Tomasio starting to lose control of this match after being bounced off the barricade by Jinder Mahal. Mahal decides to take himself back inside the ring. T-Dog Tomasio dazed and stunned on the outside as Charles Lucera continues the count. Jinder Mahal pacing the ring like a caged animal, and T-Dog Tomasio is still in a dazed state on the outside. He snaps out of it. He makes his way back inside the ring. Jinder Mahal, showboating to the fans, gets caught up into a drop toe hold and into a leg stretch, but too close to the rope, says the referee. T-Dog has to start all over again. The Dogster misses the stomp. Jinder Mahal with a kick to the midsection, tries for the DDT, but T-Dog Tomasio counters with shots to the midsection. The Dogster locks up the modern-day Maharaja and into a couple of rib breakers before hurling Jinder Mahal towards the corner. T-Dog Tomasio stalking Jinder Mahal here. Challenges him to hit him. He swings and misses, but catches a knee to the face. The Dogster rebounds off the ropes. There's another knee to the head. And there's a spin kick taking Jinder Mahal down to the canvas. Beautiful parlay of moves from the Dogster. 1, 2, 3. T-Dog Tomasio retaining the Rage Television title over the modern-day Maharaja by pinfall.
Here's the time, 7 minutes and 7 seconds. Your winner, still Rage TV champion, T-Dog Tomasio.
Well, damn. The Dogster was clearly on a mission to keep that belt because he whipped Jinder from amazing grace to a golden opportunity. I don't think I've ever seen him that dialed in. Top drawer performance from the Rage TV champ, but kind of a rough one for Jinder Mahal. Poor man got himself schooled tonight.
You ain't kidding. T-Dog was definitely hot tonight. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that puts the cap on this week's edition of RWL Rage. As always, we thank all of you for joining us and for supporting RWL Wrestling. Our next scheduled RWL telecast will be Saturday night, February the 14th, Valentine's Day, when RWL Snarl returns. For Christy Ogilvie, Myron Schimmelman, and myself, Don Hickson, thank you, good night, we'll see you next time at ringside.